coolest thing is watching those around you start to embark on their personal development journey. What it does is bring you back to when you started. You get refreshed by seeing and feeling their level of energy as they invest in themselves. You guys don't ever get this shit fucking mistaken. Don't ever get it fucking twisted. When you invest in yourself 100%, you feel 100% invested in self. And let's bring common sense back again. When you do 100% of what your heart tells you to do to make you feel the best, there's no better feeling on earth. Why would there be? Everything else is not part of you. Raising your frequency is only going to happen when conscience congruency is abided by. So when your conscience tells you to do something and you do it at that perfect level, you have utmost adherence to your conscience and you don't fail, what happens is you're rewarded. It's an eye for an eye. So 100% investment in self yields a 100% return in the best you've ever felt. And none of you motherfuckers ever invest in yourself 100% because you don't even know what investing in yourself is. You don't realize that at the basic level, investing in yourself would be eating better, working out, and not ingesting any substances or anything that you know are detrimental to the growth of you as an individual and the elevation of your consciousness. So not ingesting any substances that are going to hinder your growth and the evolution of your consciousness. Eating in alignment with your goals on how you visualize your body, and then being physically active every day to get into flow state and really minimize the distractions that the exterior world, the superficial world does on you. So, I mean, everything around you is meant to distract you and draw you down. But the second you adhere to these simple things that you in your heart know need to change, what happens is there's greater and greater details to these. You guys may work out, you may try to eat better, and you may have somewhat dropped the vices, but when you completely extinguish all vices, that's step one, then you adhere to eating correctly by your goals down to the gram, that's step two. When you have a correct workout plan that mostly challenges you past what you can do each day, where you don't think you'll be able to pull off what's in front of you, and you do each day, that's step three. So the intensity of the workout matters. The actual structure of the workout matters. Just eating good isn't good enough. Actual macronutrients down to the gram matters. And the drugs and alcohol and vices and everything is first and foremost. Because you won't even have clarity if you don't drop those. So when you make it to this level, what's going to happen is you'll be operating at the highest frequency. You could have got a crazy speeding ticket. You could have got a notification that your girl wants to break up, or some bad news. You could have had a bad week or month in business. A lot of bad things could have happened to you, but you'll be vibing so high, all you'll see is the good in these supposed bad situations. That's when you know you're at a high frequency. You turn all negatives to positives, and there is no true negatives because you're vibing high. You're at such a high frequency, you only see how things are going to work out. Now, when you're at a low frequency, you could have the best life ever. All around you, everything could be amazing. But you can't see it, motherfucker. You couldn't even imagine a scenario that is positive, and you could be living the best life ever. You could be in a mansion, have every car, all the money. You could have a beautiful wife and kids and everything you ever dreamed of, but you're at such a low frequency, you can't see or feel it. It is non-existent. It's almost a slap in the face that you even have it, because you hate yourself so much in that low frequency place that you dug yourself into. You got in that low frequency place how? By not using regret as your guideline. If you regret it, it must go now. If you hold stuff in your life that you regret, if you keep acting in a manner that you regret, you will continually put yourself in a guilt and shame loop. If you look at the frequency chart, you just type in low frequency emotions. Low frequency emotions chart, you'll see that guilt and shame are at the very bottom of the chart. Anger is the top of low frequency. One of the best thing about my anger, it's so intense that right when it kicks in, it's so debilitating, so distracting that I don't even go down into that state of desire. I don't even have desires anymore. I get in that state of anger very quickly, and I go directly into a workout that brings me back up to at least neutrality. And then I work out so hard, or I give so much to the world that I forget about my anger. I get into a neutral place and I keep going, I keep giving, I keep training. Then I'm in a state of self-love, a 500. Self-love is one of the greatest states you could be in. But once you're in that place of self-love, what happens is you naturally want to share that with others. And that's how you reach the stage of enlightenment, which is at the top. You guys, I love you guys. You're either living in a high frequency state or a low frequency state. This is completely dictated by your level of conscience congruency. Your conscience is the authentic voice of God. So are you living congruent with God's wishes? Because he's telling you all day, don't do that, don't do that, don't go do that. Like, all my friends have been going out for the last 2 nights, and I want to go out with them because they're friends that don't normally go out, and I want to not be the party pooper or whatever, but I have had no draw lately to go out and do anything. And, you know, when I go out, people don't drink, I don't party, but I don't even want to go do that. I have no desire to even pull up to any of these places and stunt or flex or anything. None. I have none. I always like to pull up. So today I did at Pura Vida. I just pulled up in the Bugatti, and it was so cool because about 5 fans said what's up and took pictures. And the restaurant I was at right now, a father came up and said, it's my son's birthday. He's 15. He loves Wes Watson. You're his hero. I came over, talked to him for a bit. I said, you're 15. Best advice I can give you, no drugs, no drink, no partying. Work out every day. And then a sale came through my phone. I said, and if you build your personal brand and you help people like I have, you'll be making like money like this every hour too. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, it ain't the money, bro. It's who you create. And he was like, thank you. And the dad was like, thank you. And the mom and the girls that were sitting there, his sisters, they were just like, oh, cool. This is cool. On his birthday, he got to meet one of his heroes and one of the people he looks up to. You guys, I'm not looked up to for no reason. I'm not special. I was drugged through a horrible time in my life. And during that time of my life, I lived congruent with my conscience. When it would have been easier to do heroin, to drink, to do drugs, and just make it through my time, I went through my time with flying colors because God told me to. I love you guys. If you're fighting through something, I have the answer. And I'm telling you, you'll come out so fucking much better of a person. It'll be crazy. You guys stay focused. I love you guys. Let's go!